The session is called to order. Everybody is requested to remain standing for the national anthem.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisingil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong paghaw, may nilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidikdik. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang pagsikat, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for silent prayer. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we call the roll of members.
The Secretary General is directed to call the roll of members.
Roll call of members, honorable representatives, Abalos, Abante, Abunda, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Ang, Angara, Aquino, Aquino Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Arrogancia, Asistio, Ataide, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Pascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bongalon, Bordado, Bosita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Burutbegtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayon Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Kawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juanco Jaime, Ko Juanco Mark, Colada, Collantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuwa, Quaresma, Dagook, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayanghirang, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, Defensor, Del Mar, De Los Santos, Dimaporo Muhammad Khalid, Dimaporo City Amina, Jonicio, Domingo, Duavit, Duhali, Duterte, Di Faustino Ino, Di Faustino Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Ecleo, Emano, Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Yudela, Fariñas, Fernandez, Ferrer Antonio, Ferrer Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Galios, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo John, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Goles, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Goriseta, Guico, Gintu, Gullas, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacson Noel, Lagman, Lagon Daphne, Lagon Sani, Lara, Lasatin, Lee, Ligarda, Libanan, Limkay Chong, Loyola, Luistro, Lumayag, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Marañon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano Hernandez, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mercado Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Nava, Nisay, Noel, Nograles Juan Fidel Felipe, Nograles Margarita, Nolasco, Uaminal, Olaso, Olivares, Ongchuan, Ordanes, Ordega, Juano Dizon, Padiernos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Panaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Pleito, Primicias Agabas, Humaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Rehencia, Revilla Brian, Revilla Ramon Jolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez Eulogio, Rodriguez Rufus, Roman, Romero, Romualdez Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez Yeda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sakaluran, Salceda, Sali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Singson Richel, Singson Ronald, Singson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing Horacio, Swansing Micaela Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tambunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Keith Micah, Tan Reynolds Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Huatco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves Arnolfo, Teves Jose, Chanco, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo Jocelyn, Tulfo Ralph Wendel, Tupas, Tutor, T, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velasco, Veloso Tuazon, Vergara, Versosa, Villa, Villafuerte Luis Raymond, Villafuerte Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villaraza Suarez, Villarica, Violago, Yap Christiantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, Yu Divina Grace, Yu Jaisel Victoria, Yulo, Zamora Amparo Maria, Zamora Maria Carmen, Zamora Isabel Maria, Zubiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 310 members responded to the call.
With 300 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of quorum.
Mr. Speaker, I now
Majority
move,
Leader.
yes, Mr. Speaker, I move that we now proceed with the reference of business. And with this, may we request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bills and resolutions on first reading, as well as communications and committee reports.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The Secretary General is directed to read the titles, bills, resolutions on first reading, as well as messages, communications, committee reports for referral to appropriate committee. Before I bang the gavel, we are in session. Can we please observe a bit of silence while you may proceed with your activity at the back? Thank you. Secretary General.
Reference of business, bills on first reading. House Bill 6399, converting the satellite office of the Maritime Industry Authority located in Sogod, Southern Leyte into an extension office and transferring it to Liluan, Southern Leyte by Representative Yap Christopherson.
Once again, may I request honorables, humble members of this House, to please tone down our volume. We're in session. Thank you. To the Committee on Transportation. Proceed.
House Bill 6400, to further develop capability and establish expeditious transformation of the Department of National Defense and its bureaus by Representative Yap Christopherson.
To the Committee on National Defense and Security.
House Bill 6401, converting Malay Aklan into a component city to be known as the City of Malay by Representative Haresco.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 6402, providing for the establishment of the Zamboanga Peninsula Regional Ethno-Linguistic and Cultural Studies Center by Representative Olaso.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 6403, reapportioning the legislative districts and the Sangguniang Panunsod of Zamboanga City by Representative Olaso.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 6404, expanding the power of LGUs to create indebtedness and to enter into credit and other financial transactions by Representative Cuba.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 6405, declaring Zamboanga City as the regional government center of Region 9 by Representative Olaso.
To the Committee on Local Government.
House Bill 6406, promoting integrated urban farming into the metropolitan areas to address food security concerns by Representative Teves Jose.
To the Committee on Agriculture, Food, and the Special Committee on Food Security.
House Bill 6407, establishing the Calamba City Science High School in Calamba, Laguna by Representative Hernandez.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Bill 6408, amending the Act creating a people's small-scale mining program by Representative Mendoza.
To the Committee on Natural Resources.
House Bill 6409, establishing the Bacara, Ilocos Norte Test Training and Assessment Center in Bacara, Ilocos Norte by Representative Marcos.
To the Committee on Higher and Technical Education.
House Bill 6410, converting the LTO Extension Office located in Burgos, Ilocos Norte into a regular district office by Representative Marcos.
To the Committee on Transportation.
House Bill 6411, creating the Environmental Protection and Enforcement Bureau under the DENR by Representative Barba and Marcos.
To the Committee on Government Reorganization and the Committee on Natural Resources.
House Bill 6412, establishing the Ilocos Norte Sports Institute and Research in the province of Ilocos Norte by Representatives Barba and Marcos.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Bill 6414, extending the coverage of and converting the Growth Equity Fund into the LGU's Full Devolution Gap Financing Fund by Representative Gomez.
To the Committee on Local Government.
Resolutions. House Resolutions 585, urging the appropriate House Committee to conduct an inquiry on the proposed plan of Grab Philippines to increase the rate of commission it imposes on its driver partners by Representative Herrera.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 586, urging the Marcos administration to heed the demands of the Filipino people for living wage, ayuda, and lowering of prices of goods and services, and directing the Committee on Economic Affairs to investigate the worsening economic situation, inflation, unemployment, and poverty in the Philippines by Representatives Castro Franz and Brosas.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 587, congratulating and commending siblings Eliza and Carl L. Drew Yulo for bagging 10 medals in the JRC Gymnastics Stars Championships in Bangkok, Thailand by Representatives Nograles, Margarita Ignacia, and Gintu.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 588, congratulating and commending Alea Ayel Aguilar for winning the gold medal at the 2022 Abu Dhabi World Jiu-Jitsu Championships under 16 kilogram event by Representative Tambunting.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 589, congratulating and commending Elaika Zoe Malilay for winning the gold medal at the 14th Abu Dhabi World Youth Jiu-Jitsu Championships Youth Women's GI Blue Belt 40 kilogram division by Representative Tambunting.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 590, congratulating and commending Elise Zoe Malilay for winning the gold medal at the 2022 JRC Artistic Gymnastics Stars Championships Women's Individual All-Around category by Representative Tambunting.
On the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 591, to have the Chavacano de Zamboanga language declared an intangible cultural heritage of the Philippines by UNESCO by Representative Tambunting.
To the Committee on Basic Education and Culture.
House Resolution 592, congratulating and commending Eliza Yulo for winning the gold medal at the 2022 JRC Artistic Gymnastics Stars Championships Women's Individual or Around category by Representative Tambunting.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
House Resolution 593, to conduct an inquiry on the delay in the full implementation of the PhilSys Act by Representative Pancho.
To the Committee on Rules.
House Resolution 594, urging the DOH to include in the Philippine Health Facility Development Plan for 2020 to 2040 macro plan for the country's development health facilities, the medical specialty for ear, nose, and throat as one of the specialty centers for medical specialties that will serve as apex or end referral hospitals of the health care provider networks by Representative Bigel.
To the Committee on Health.
House Resolution 595, urging the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas to maintain the utilization of abaca fiber in the production of Philippine banknotes by Representative Teves Jose.
To the Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries.
House Resolution 596, congratulating and commending the representatives of the Philippines at the Busan Choral Festival and Competition 2022 in Busan, South Korea by Representative Hernandez.
To the Special Committee on Creative Industry and Performing Arts.
House Resolution 597, congratulating and commending Roel A. Canino for winning 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal in the 6th Eastern Asia Youth Chess Championships held in Bangkok, Thailand by Representatives Suwan, Unabia, and Emano.
To the Committee on Youth and Sports Development.
Committee reports. Committee report number 185 submitted by the Committee on Information and Communications Technology on House Bill number 6. Committee report number 186 submitted by the Committee on Local Government on House Bill number 6413. Committee report number 187 submitted by the Committee on Trade and Industry and the Committee on Appropriations on House Bill number 4. Committee report number 188 submitted by the Committee on Higher and Technical Education and the Committee on Appropriations on House Bill number 6416, and Committee report number 189 submitted by the Committee on Agriculture and Food on House Bill numbers 3917.
All mentioned committee reports are referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the guest of Honorable Alfred C. De Los Santos of Ang Provinciano Party List and Congressman Fernando Cabredo. They are Mr. Joel Sabaria, Mr. Jomar Pineda, Mr. Edgardo Lee, and Mr. Nathan Chan. I so move, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the guest of this representation. They are the city councilors of the city of Calapan, the city that I represent. They served with me as when I was city mayor. They are councilors Robert Concepcion, Rius Agua, Marian Tagupa, Jenny Fortu, Rafael Paneligan Jr., Federico Caballo Jr., Dennis A. Rojas, the President of the Liga ng mga Barangay of Calapan City, Noel Cirujano, the President of the Sangguniang Kabataan Federation of Calapan City, Attorney Harvey Zamora, the Secretary of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, and last but not the least, the Majority Leader of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the elected Regional Chairperson of the Philippine Councilors League, Ormi Mauropa Region, a former member of the Congressional Spouses Foundation, and the wife of a former member of this body, former Senior Deputy Speaker Doy Liachon, Councilor Ronaldin Liachon. So move, Mr. Speaker.
On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, the councilors from Calapan, and officials, spouses, and officials, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader,
Mr. Speaker, we now proceed for the business for Thursday and Friday. Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider bills under the calendar of business for the said Thursday and Friday. And pursuant to our rules, allow me to put forth on omnibus motion for the consideration of the following bills.
omnibus motion.
House Bill number 6295 under Committee Report number 177. House Bill 6155 under Committee Report 172. House Bill 6014 under Committee Report 163. House Bill 6015 under Committee Report 164. House Bill 6016 under Committee Report 165. House Bill 6017 under Committee Report 166. And House Bill 6072 under Committee Report 168. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, so approved.
Mr. Speaker, in line with this,
Secretary
we move to
General.
open the period of sponsorship and debate.
May the Secretary General read the title. As already been mentioned, Secretary General.
House Bill 6295, an act granting a franchise to the Leyte II Electric Cooperative Incorporated, LEIECO 2, to construct, install, establish, operate, own, manage, and maintain distribution systems for the conveyance of electric power to the end users in the city of Tacloban and municipalities of Batbangon, Babatngon, and Palo, province of Leyte. House Bill 6155, an act creating a barangay in the municipality of Esperanza, province of Sultan Kudarat, to be known as Barangay Legonon. House Bill 6014, an act declaring the Palani Beach located in the municipality of Balud, province of Masbate, an ecotourism destination. House Bill 6015, an act declaring the immediate environs of the Immaculate Conception Parish Church located in the municipality of Nampicuan, province of Nueva Ecija, as tourism destination. House Bill 6016, an act declaring the municipality of Jovillar, province of Albay, an ecotourism zone. House Bill 6017, an act declaring Mount Kituman, located in Barangay Tungnungod, municipality of Lagawe, province of Ifugao, an ecotourism destination. And House Bill 6072, an act identifying tourism development areas in the province of Isabela, mandating support for tourism development and creating Isabela Tourism Council.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there no objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider the explanatory note of the explanatory notes to be the sponsorship of the respective sponsors of said measures.
Is there any objection? Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no other member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we terminate the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The period of debate is hereby terminated.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, there being no individual or committee amendments, I move that we terminate the period, we close the period of amendment.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the period of amendment hereby terminated.
Mr. Speaker, I hereby move that we approve the said local bills.
Is there any motion? There's a motion to approve the aforementioned bills, as already mentioned, local bills. Is there any objection? Hearing none. As many as in favor, say aye. Say aye. Not in favor, say nay. The ayes have it, therefore approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to our rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move that we refer the following speeches to the appropriate committees. Comprehensive and Responsive Civil Statistics System or Civil Registration and Vital Statistics for Children to the Committee on Population and Family Relations, delivered by the Honorable Representative Chon. 30th. Okay. 30th National Children's Month, dated November 21, 2022, delivered by Representative Ko to the Committee on Welfare of Children. Adolescent Pregnancy, dated November 21, 2022, delivered by the Honorable Mariano Hernandez to the Committee on Welfare of Children. Smoke-Free Environment for Children, delivered on November 21, 2022, by Representative Saulog to the Welfare of Children. The same 30th National Children's Month, November 21, 2022, delivered by Representative Rosas to the Welfare of Children. The Triumph and Travels of Our versus Filipino Workers in Indonesia, delivered on November 21, 2022, by Representative Magsino to the Overseas Workers Affairs. Flooding in Metro Manila, delivered on November 22, 2022, by Representative Atayde to Public Works and Highways. International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, by Representative Castro, delivered November 22, 2022, to Women and Gender Equality. Quicker and Quicksand, Advancing the Human Rights Agenda for the 19th Congress, delivered on November 2022, by Representative Abante to the Human Rights. COP 27, Towards Loss and Damage, delivered by Representative Chato on November 22, 2022, to the Committee on Climate Change. Metro Manila Development Authority's Anomalies, delivered by Representative Dasa on November 23, 2022, to Good Government and Public Accountability on Information and Communication Technology. And lastly, Mr. Speaker, 123 Agreement, Nuclear Energy Cooperation Deal, delivered by Representative Castro on November 23, 2022, to nuclear energy. So move,
There's-
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. There is a motion to refer aforementioned speeches to the following committees. Is there any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, in accordance with the rules governing inquiries in aid of legislation, I move that we refer the following House resolutions to the appropriate committees. House Resolution 548 be referred to local government. House Resolution 555, labor and employment. House Resolution 556, local government. House Resolution 567, transportation. House Resolution 579, welfare of children. House Resolution 580, energy. House Resolution 581, agriculture and food. House Resolution 582, nuclear energy, Mr. Speaker.
There's a motion to refer the following resolutions to various committees. Any objection? Hearing none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move for the change of referral for the following measures. House Bill numbers 3984 and 5252, strengthening the regulatory system in the country to combat counterfeit pharmaceutical products, from the Committee on Trade Industry to the Committee on Health. House Concurrent Resolution number 3, concurrent resolution urging for the immediate creation and convening of the Philippine Congress, Bangsamoro Parliament Forum as provided under Article 6, Section 3 of Republic Act number 11054, otherwise known as the Bangsamoro Organic Law, from the Committee on Local Government to the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion for a change of referral, as already mentioned. Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion approved. Next bill. Majority Leader. Anong next?
Mr. Speaker, I would like to recognize our visitors from Laguna Province Private School and Administrators Association who are with us today in the plenary. They are the following: Dr. Rodante Estralado, Dr. Mariano Macaleng Jr., Dr. Elna Fonacher, Dr. Myra Ricalde, Dr. Annalyn Millar.
On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Majority Leader.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have also guest also here, Mr. Emanuela Matela, Municipal Nutrition Action Office, Ms. Mary Eleanor Santa Ana, CSO Head, Ms. Theodora Lazaro, BHW President, Ms. Maria Beatriz Clemente, BHW, Ms. Marilu Milari, BHW, Ms. Frances Therese Santa Ana of BHW also, Ms. Vanji Pacoan, BHW also, Mr. Speaker. And of course, we have Ms. Grace Balange, LPRAO, Ms. Camille Loyola, and Ms. Melagin Francisco, Mr. Speaker.
On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, once again, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Yes,
Majority Leader.
yes, Mr. Speaker, we also have guest of Speaker Roberto V. Puno, Deputy Speaker Roberto V. Puno, and of course, Representative Juliet Marie De Leon Ferrer and Representative Michael L. Romero. Okay, we have Mr. Justin Browley, who, by the way, Mr. Speaker, during my heydays, for sure, he can score against me. Mr. Speaker, we also have here Mr. Reynold Barrios.
No.
We have here Mr. Butch Antonio. We have here Attorney Aga Francisco. And we have here Mr. Mark Solano, Mr. Speaker.
On behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, the guests of Deputy Speakers Roberto V. Puno, Congressperson Juliet Marie De Leon Ferrer, and one Pacman Party List, Michael Romero of the, quickly, of the SBP officials, and of course, the candidate for naturalization duly approved. Number 32, Mr. Justin Donta Brown Lee. Welcome to the House of Representatives. And congratulations. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of House Bill number 6224. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll of for nominal voting.
Secretary General, please.
House Bill 6224, an act granting Philippine citizenship to Justin Donta Brownlee. Roll call of members in consideration on third reading of House Bill number 6224. Abalos, Abante, Abunta, Acharon, Asidre, Acop, Adjong, Avincula, Agaraw, Alba, Albano, Albario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Jose, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Angara, Aquino, Magsaysay, Arbison, Arenas, Agancia, Asisto, Atayde, Aumentado, Balindong, Barba, Barbers, Baronda, Barzaga, Bascug, Bautista, Bautista Lim, Benitez, Bernos, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bungalon, Bordado, Busita, Briones, Brosas, Buhain, Bulbagtang, Bustos, Cabredo, Cagas, Kahayin, Uy, Calderon, Calixto, Campos, Cawagdan, Cardema, Cari, Castro France, Castro Jane, Celeste, Chan, Chato, Chua, Chungalao, Ko Angelica Natasha, Ko Elizaldi, Ko Pilar, Ko Juan, Ko Jaime, Ko Juan, Ko Mark, Colado, Collantes, Corvera, Cruz Ambrosio, Cruz Ricardo, Cuba, Quaresma, Dagok, Dalipe, Dalog, Dayang Hirang, Daza de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar de los Santos, Dimaporo, Mohammed Kali, Dimaporo, Sita Amina, Junicio Domingo Duavit, Dohali Duterte, Di Faustino Ino, Di Faustino Michael Carlos, Di Ian Paul, Kileo, Emano Enciso, Enverga, Escudero, Espares, Espina, Estrella, Yudela, Farinas, Fernandez, Ferrer, Antonio, Ferrer, Juliet Marie, Flores, Fortes, Frasco, Fresnedi, Fuentebella, Gallos, Garcia Albert, Garcia Dante, Garcia Jose Arturo, Garcia Maria Angela, Garcia Pablo Jan, Garcia Vincent, Garjola, Garin Gasatay, Gachalian, Gato, Go Ed Christopher, Go Mark, Godes, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Aurelio, Gonzales Neptali, Gonzales Sandro, Gorseta, Guico, Ginto, Gullas, Gutierrez, Hagidorn, Haresco, Hataman, Hernandez, Herrera, Horibata, Javier, Ko Olga Ara, Ko Ricardo, Ko Wilton, Kong Hun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Noel, Lagman, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Lara, Lasatin, Di, Ligarda, Liban, Lim Kaichong, Loyola, Luis Tol, Lumayag, Makapagal, Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Magsino, Malapitan, Mangawang, Manikis, Manuel, Maranyon, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariano, Hernandez, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Mastura, Matibag, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Revilla, Miguel, Momo, Morden, Navani, Say Noel, Nograles, Juan, Fidel Felipe, Nogras, Margarita, Nolasco, Ominala, Olaso, Wilvares, Onchuan, Ordanes, Ortega, Uwano, Dizon, Padianos, Paduano, Paglas, Palma, Padaligan, Pancho, Panotes, Pascual, Peña, Pimentel, Plaza, Plato, Pimisis, Agabas, Pumaren, Puno, Kimbo, Rama, Recto, Regencia, Revilla, Brian, Revilla, Moronjolo, Reyes, Rillo, Rivera, Robes, Rodriguez, Eulogio, Rodriguez, Rufus, Roman Romero, Romualdez, Ferdinand Martin, Romualdez, Heda Marie, Romualdo, Romulo, Roque, sa Catalan, sa Garbaria, sa Calauran, Salceda, Sali, sa Limbangon, Salo, Salvame, Santos, Saulog, Silverio, Sinson Richel, Sinson Ronald, Sinson Mihan, Solon, Soriano, Suwan, Swansing, Horacio, Swansing, Micaela, Angela, Suarez, Talyado, Tamayo, Tamunting, Tan Joseph, Tan Tikate, Micah, Tan Reynolds, Michael, Tan Samir, Tan Stephen James, Tan Tambut, Tan Chay, Tan Huatco, Tariela, Chodoro, Teves, Arnolfo, Teves, Jose, Chanco, Cheng, Tolentino, Tulfo, Jocelyn, Tulfo, Ralph Endel, Tupas, Tutorti, Unabia, Ungab, Valeriano, Valmayor, Vargas, Alfonso, Veloso Toason, Vergara, Versosa, Villaferte, Luis Raymond, Villaferte, Miguel Luis, Villanueva, Villar, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villago, Yap Crisantel, Yap Christopherson, Yap Edvic, Yap Eric, U Divine Grace, U Jason Victoria, U Lloyd, Zamora, Amparo Maria, Zamora, Maria Carmen, Zamora, Isabel Maria, Zubiri.
Mr. Speaker, may I explain my vote after the voting? May I explain my yes vote after the
Noted,
voting? Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Congressman Romero. Thank you.
Second call for consideration on third reading of House Bill Number 6224. Abunda, Agaraw, Almonte, Alvarez, Pantaleon, Amatong, Atayde, Bautista, Biron, Carico, Lizaldi, Dayang Hirang, Dasa, Duhali, Duterte, D. Ian Paul, Enverga, Farinas, Gonzales, Sandro, Guico, Hagidorn, Lagun Daphne, Lagun Sani, Malapitan, Marcoleta, Nograles, Juan, Fidel Felipe, Panotes, Rodriguez, Eulogio, Suwan, Teves, Arnolfo, Tupas, Villa, Villaferte, Luis Raymond, Villaferte, Miguel Luis, Yap Christopherson, U. Divine Grace, U. Jason Victoria.
In reference to House Bill 6224, with 274 members voting in affirmative, 0 in negative, and 1 abstention. So House Bill 6224 is hereby approved in the third and final reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the Representative Romero to explain his vote.
One Pacman Party List Romero, you're recognized, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon. I vote yes, and I request that I have been given time to briefly explain my vote. Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, and to the distinguished colleagues in the 19th Congress. Today is a truly historic day for Philippine basketball, as we all register our votes for this House measure for the naturalization of Mr. Justin Donta Brownlee, a person who has volunteered to become a Filipino citizen out of his own will and born out of his love for Filipinos and for our country. We are now showing our countrymen that we recognize and fully support our country's quest for pride and glory as we host the 2023 FIBA World Cup here in this country, in our beloved country, the Philippines. Undoubtedly, Mr. Speaker, with the passage of this measure, we will be providing our country, our men's basketball, with a formidable ally which embodies the never say die attitude and spirit of the Filipino citizen. Mr. Justin Donta Brownlee, para sa Pilipinas, laban Gilas Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.
Daghang salamat, Congressman Romero, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Teka muna. Hindi pa, Your Honors. Ito pa, Your Honors. Cellphones. The Secretary. I will just say session resume, and then Majority Leader. That's the time. Direct the Secretary. Ano ba yan? Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we immediately transmit to Senate House Bill number 6224, the bill which we just approved. So move, Mr. Speaker.
The Secretary General is directed to transmit to the Senate House Bill 6224 to the Senate. At this point, the undersigned just attended the recently concluded 43rd IPA, which is the ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly. Very successful. We wish to thank the Cambodian speaker, Chamrep Akamoka Pongheya Shakri Hen Shamren, the counterpart of Speaker Romualdez. I'd like to congratulate the Philippine delegation, Congressperson Arenas, Albano, Labad-Labad, Nava, Del Mar, Roman, Ferrer, Benitez, Go, Salimbangon, Salo, and Mastura. And most especially, after 19 years, we must congratulate ourselves for the first time after 19 years, the Distinguished IPA Service Award was given to former Congresswoman and Deputy Speaker Baby Arenas. Let us congratulate. Big hand and applause. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the suspension of session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. consulting Cambodia. I will. Galing ka. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we take up additional reference of business, and may we direct the Secretary General to read the messages and committee reports contained therein. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
The Secretary General is directed to read the messages. Secretary General, please proceed.
Additional reference of business. Message dated November 23, 2022, informing the House of Representatives that on even date, the Senate designated Senators Angara, Pia Cayetano, Legarda Marcos, Cynthia Villar, De La Rosa, Gatchalian, Go Ontiveros, Binay Po Tolentino, Mark Villar, Ejercito, Alan Peter Cayetano, Escudero, and Estrada as conferees to the Bicameral Conference Committee on the disagreeing provisions of House Bill 4488.
To the Committee on Rules.
Message dated November 23, 2022, informing the House that the Senate on even date passed with amendments House Bill number 4488.
To the Committee on Rules.
Committee reports. Committee report number 190, submitted by the Committee on Ecology, the Committee on Energy, and the Committee on Ways and Means on House Bill 6444. Committee report number 191, submitted by the Committee on Health, the Committee on Science and Technology, the Committee on Appropriations, and the Committee on Ways and Means on House Bill 6452.
All mentioned committee reports are referred to the Committee on Rules. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we are pleased to have with us today the Honorable Rosemary J. Arenas, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives and Representative of the 3rd District of Pangasinan.
It is my privilege and we're honored with the presence of former Deputy Speaker, Honorable Rosemary J. Arenas of the House of Representatives and the representative of the 3rd District of Pangasinan. Deputy Speaker, former Deputy Speaker, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, last November 28, 2022, the House adopted Resolution number 37, commending and congratulating the Honorable Rosemary J. Arenas, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, for having been conferred the Asian Interparliamentary Assembly Distinguished Service Award during the 43rd AIPA General Assembly held in Phnom Penh, Kingdom of Cambodia. Mr. Speaker, may we invite the former Deputy Speaker, Rosemary J. Arenas, to proceed to the rostrum and receive a copy of Resolution number 37.
May we invite to the rostrum former Deputy Speaker Rosemary J. Arenas to receive a copy of a resolution number 37.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of Resolution number 37 while the same is being awarded to the former Deputy Speaker Arenas.
Secretary General.
Resolution number 37, resolution commending and congratulating the Honorable Rosemary J. Arenas, former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, for having been conferred the ASEAN Interparliamentary Assembly AIPA Distinguished Service Award during the 43rd AIPA General Assembly held in Phnom Penh, Kingdom of Cambodia.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, to allow our members to extend their greetings to our former Deputy Speaker Arenas, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes. So moved.
session suspended to allow the members for the to celebrate the award from IPA, which I personally, as the head of delegation, witnessed. Session suspended. O Consus Dai. That's Cambodian for thank you. And good day.
Posted na lahat, CB. Yan. Code ko pa naman ngayon. Ko pa naman. Okay na. Pero ano na rin yan, same lang yan. Alam mo, dapat kayo na, okay? Pero same levels lang sila, di ba? Councilor. Oo. Hirap. Sana mo na.
Yan na yung bago. Wala yung...
Hindi lahat.
Isa lang, isa lang.
Second reading lang tayo. Pero, ano na to? Yung pakanina naman, omnibus kami na, di ba? Local, ito ang mali ko.
Session resume. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize and welcome to the House of Representatives the guests of the Honorable Eric R. Buhain of the 1st District of Batangas. With us today are the members of the Social Network, Attorney Camille Buhain Javier, Attorney Vivian Tan de la Cruz, Sir Richie Javier, and Attorney Cristina Faye Condes de Sagun.
To the guests of the 1st District of Batangas, Congressman Eric Buhain, on behalf of Congressman Majority Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of the Representatives. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we also recognize the guests of the Honorable Jervil Jinky Beatrix Luistro of the 2nd District of Batangas. With us today are the barangay officials of Barangay Malimatok 1, Mabini, Batangas. The following are with us today, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Pablito D. Aguilion, Chairman, Honorable Emeteria A. Adalia, Kagawad, Honorable Andres A. Castillo, Kagawad, Ms. Luisa M. Heneta, Barangay Secretary, Ms. Leonida B. Bautista, Barangay Treasurer, Ms. Justina B. Reyes, Barangay Nutrition Scholar, Ms. Lorena Amarante, Barangay Nutrition Scholar, Ms. Honorata Manibo, Barangay Health Worker, Ms. Chodora Bautista, Barangay Volunteer. Mr. Roman Manibo, Chief Tanod. Mr. Alfredo Tamega, Barangay Tanod. Ms. Florian L. Manibo, Barangay Volunteer. And Mr. Brian G. Gatus, Barangay Volunteer.
To the guests of Congressperson Luis Ro of Batangas, barangay officials and officials on behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Welcome. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the guest of Congressman Felimon M1 Espares of Co-op NATCO Party List, namely Mrs. Casilda Espares, Ms. Luz Espares, Mr. Chris Pacheco, and Ms. Alma Arnaiz.
To the guests of Congressman Copnatco of Filimon Imon Espares, Pacheco, and Arnaiz, on behalf of Speaker Martin Romualdez, welcome to the House of Representatives. Saan ba sila? Over there. Welcome. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of the business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill Resolution number 6444 as contained in Committee Report number 190.
Secretary General is directed to read.
And I request the Secretary General to read the measure.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill number 6444, an act regulating the use of treatment technology for municipal and hazardous wastes, repealing for the purpose Section 20 of Republic Act number 8749 entitled the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the Honorable Carlito S. Marquez to sponsor the measure.
The Honorable Marquez is hereby recognized. Please proceed, sir.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, and members of this august chamber, good afternoon to all. On behalf of the chairpersons of Ecology and Energy, Representative Marlene Len Alonte and Representative Lord Alan J. Velasco, I have the distinct honor to sponsor House Bill 644, an act regulating the use of treatment technology for municipal and hazardous waste, repealing for the purpose Section 20 of the Republic Act number 8749, entitled the Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999. For everyone's information, this proposed measure was approved on third and final reading in both the 17th and 18th Congress with an overwhelming support of about 195 co-authors during the same period. But due to lack of material time, it did not come through its enactment. Through this measure, it is our hope that the ubiquitous mounds of trash now gripping not just our lives, but threatens those of our children and the generations to come can finally be addressed. My fellow representatives of the people, on behalf of Joint Committee on Ecology and Energy and the Committee on Ways and Means, and the 90-plus legislators at the moment who have signed as co-authors of this bill, we pray that this august body will once again support and approve this measure. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Thank you, Congressman Marquez. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend consideration for House Bill number 6444.
Motion approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for 5 minutes.
Session suspended. Uy. Ano, dito lang. Meron ba tayo? Idang bang, ma'am? Schedule na ba tayo? Ano may tumatawag cellphone? Yes, ma'am. Boss. Regarding that siguro, board member mo. Sorry, abang ko siya. Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 6452 as contained in Committee Report 191, submitted by the Committee on Health. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill.
Secretary General, please proceed.
House Bill 6452, an act establishing the Virology and Vaccine Institute of the Philippines and appropriating funds therefor.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion to open for the period of sponsorship. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Health, the Honorable Ciriaco B. Gato Jr. from the Lone District of Batanes to sponsor the said measure.
Any objection? The chair hears none. The chair will now hear the sponsorship speech of Congressperson Gato, Committee on Health Chairman. Congressperson Gato, you are now recognized, sir.
Thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, in behalf of the Committee on Health, together with the Committee on Science and Technology, this representation has the honor to present to you one of the most important bills in our nation's quest for health security. The bill establishing the Virology and Vaccine Institute of the Philippines, or VIP, which seeks to strengthen our country's capacity to address health emergencies. As provided for in the bill, Mr. Speaker, the VIP bill shall establish a Virology and Vaccine Institute that shall focus on the following key science and technology applications. A, research on viruses and other pathogens using a modern approach, such as molecular biology and its application on the biotechnology and bioinformatics. B, development of diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics on viruses and other pathogens. C, international cooperation and network of databases of virus infections. D, operation of virology laboratory, virus gene bank, and virus genome laboratory to focus on viruses circulating in the Philippines for disease prevention and epidemiological studies. And E, operation of a virus high containment laboratory dedicated to the study of highly infectious and highly pathogenic viruses. The key provisions of the VIP bill, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, are as follows. It establishes an institute that will conduct in-depth studies on viruses and their potential disease-causing agents that affect people, plants, and animals in order to provide the scientific basis for the treatment of viral diseases and the formulation of policies that shall prevent the transmission of these diseases. It creates the Virology and Vaccine Institute of the Philippines as an attached agency of the Department of Science and Technology for purposes of policy and program coordination to ensure alignment in national policies and priorities. It mandates the VIP to implement policies, plans, programs, and projects for the development of virology science and technology in the country and the promotion of scientific and technological activities for both the public and private sectors. It grants the VIP the following powers and functions, among others. It shall serve as the lead convener for the formulation of the National Virology Research Agenda in consultation with all concerned stakeholders that will encompass researches involving viruses of plant, animals, and humans. B, undertake scientific and technological research and development in the field of virology. C, conduct product research and development in the areas of diagnostics, therapeutics, and vaccines in cooperation with the private sector and concerned agencies. Promote and undertake the transfer of the results of scientific research and development in collaboration with government agencies, industry, and academia. E. Promote, advocate, and oversee virology research ethics, biosafety, and biosecurity. F. Develop and maintain an information system on virology science and technology for use by both the public and private sectors. G. Develop and implement, together with other entities concerned, programs for strengthening scientific and technological capabilities in virology and relevant disciplines through human resource development, infrastructures, and institution building. H. Undertake policy research and other related studies on virology. I. Provide laboratory and technical services on virology. J. Promote and advocate the national programs on virology, science, and technology. K. Establish linkages with local and international partners. And last, assume additional functions such as, but not limited to, clinical research or trials and other incidental works as may be deemed appropriate. In view of the foregoing, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, this representation would like to stress that the VIP bill is a priority bill that His Excellency President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has manifested in his very first State of the Nation address. In response to the President's call, no less than the Speaker, Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, is one of the principal sponsors of the VIP bill. This vital piece of legislation was also endorsed by the LEDAC as one of the priority common legislative agenda. Given the urgency of the VIP bill, this humble representation as chairperson of the Committee on Health, together with the Committee on Science and Technology, entreats the support of this august body to immediately approve the VIP bill with the end view of attaining health security for the Filipino nation, which is essential in sustaining national growth and development. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Committee on Health Chairperson, Congressperson Gatto. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to interpolate, I move that we close the period of sponsorship and debate.
There is a motion to close the sponsorship of the debate. Chair hears none. Motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of amendments.
The period of amendments is hereby as stated.
Mr. Speaker, there being no committee amendments, I move that we consider individual amendments.
Individual amendments, please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, there being no member who wishes to introduce individual amendments, I move that we close the period of amendments.
Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Please proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we vote on second reading House Bill number 6452 as contained in Committee Report 191.
There's a motion to approve House Bill. Ano ba yan? 6452 on second reading. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it. House Bill 6452 is hereby approved on second reading. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Congratulations, Chair Gatto of the Committee on Health. Session suspended. Ay, my God, indeed. Number 7, okay naman. Pwede tayo. Five, ito lang, 6, 7, oh, seven is saan yung letter? Oh, J. I-format na. Yes. Man, let's check.
Kasi kinakamusta ni ano eh. Pasensya ka lang to. Photos. Saka ano, sensor ka. Balik na naman sa HCR3. Balik na naman sa HCR3. Balik. Oh, kanina nandun ako.
Session resumed. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, under the calendar of business for the day, I move that we consider House Bill number 6 as contained in Committee Report 185 as submitted by the Committee on Information and Communications Technology. And for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the said measure.
Secretary General is now directed to read House Bill 6. Please proceed.
House Bill 6, an act promoting open access in data transmission and providing additional powers to the National Telecommunications Commission.
Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we open the period of sponsorship and debate.
Is there any objection? Hearing none. The motion is approved. The period of sponsorship is now open. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Information and Communications Technology, the Honorable Representative Tobias Toby M. Tiangco from the Lone District of Navotas City to sponsor House Bill number 6.
The gentleman from Navotas, Congressperson and Chair, Tobias Tiangco, is recognized. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant early evening. The pandemic widespread of the coronavirus forced us to deal with the undeniable reality that our lives now revolve around the digital space. Gone are the days that only a privileged few can access the internet. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, education, commerce, labor, and industries now transpire online. Internet has become a crucial element to the everyday life of each and every Filipino. A student needs to log in to take their classes and answer their modules. A worker needs a stable internet connection to properly perform his work from home. An entrepreneur needs to be always online to market his products or purchase his supplies. However, the limitations on our existing data network infrastructure continues to hinder the data services in the country and the data services needed by our constituents. The duopoly has stifled the growth of data transmission service. The Filipino people have been bearing with the slow and expensive internet service that these telco giants provide. Even with the entry of a third player, internet service providers in rural areas continue to be limited in numbers. Internet or data services are classified as a value-added service. In order to allow more investment in various segments, we need a competitive policy and a regulatory environment that lowers the barriers and costs to enter the data transmission market. The President felt this deplorable state and strongly and continues to sound off and trumpet this dire situation. Hence, we heed his call by passing the Open Access in Data Transmission Act. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, the proposed Open Access in Data Transmission Act will provide for an open access approach in the regulation of data transmission services sector through a speedy and efficient registration process and promotion of fair and open competition. It will mandate interconnection among data transmission participants to avoid dominance by a single player or by a group of of data providers. Likewise, it will mandate the National Telecommunications Commission, or the NTC, to maximize the utilization of radio spectrum resources in the allocation and assignment of such finite resources in the transmission of data by ensuring that spectrum is made available for the use of all registered data transmission industry participants, and to require all data transmission industry participants and public telecommunication entities providing data transmission services to comply with the prescribed performance standards, and shall impose penalties for failure to comply with such performance standards, thus ensuring fair competition by mandating that at any given layer there should be at least 2 significant providers. Our people deserve no less than the best service from the telcos. If our current telcos cannot provide improved data transmission services, then perhaps we should start looking for alternatives elsewhere and open the telecommunications industry to other more deserving players. Beyond the COVID-19 pandemic, our country's economy will be vastly dependent on the developments of our technological infrastructure. With the enactment of this law, we are future-proofing our policy and regulatory environment and preparing the country to meet the demands of its citizens in an increasingly connected world. I would like to take cognizance at this point to convey my gratitude to the House leadership, particularly to Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez, for authoring this very important piece of legislation in support of reforms that will surely inure to the benefit of all Filipinos by simply respecting the time-honored truth that competition can improve lives. In the light of the foregoing, I seek your support for this long overdue landmark legislative measure. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Chair Ianco. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend consideration of House Bill number 6 as contained in Committee Report 185.
There's a motion to suspend. The Chair, any objection? Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we include additional co-authors to House Bill numbers 3917, 6444, 6452, 6416, House Bill 6, and House Bill 4 as contained in the list to be submitted by the Committee on Rules.
There's a motion to include additional co-authors of the said House bills. Any objection? The Chair hears none. Motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the change of referral of House Concurrent Resolution number 3 from the Committee on Rules to the Committee on Local Government.
There is a motion to change the referral of House Concurrent Resolution number 3 to said committee to Committee on Local Government. Is there any objection? Chair hears none. Motion approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we suspend session for a few minutes.
Session suspended. Session resume. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, given that it's a wrap, I move that we adjourn session until December 5, Monday, 2 p.m.
Majority Leader, you said it is a wrap?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
I hear it correctly. So can you kindly repeat what you have, the motion?
There being no other matters to be discussed, Mr. Speaker, I move that we adjourn session until Monday, December 5, 2 p.m.
Session is adjourned till December 5, 2 p.m. And thank you, Congressman Majority Leader. Session adjourned. Okay ka ha? It's a wrap. Thank you. Masyadong millennial yata. Hindi ko nakuha eh. My generational gap. My gap. Thank you ha.
Pictorial, ma'am.
Tayo ha. Sige. Enjoy your...
Picture na dito. Kaya ko man, marunong kayo. Paano lang o ka ng adjournment na mapicture?
Napan ko, nag-dimin. Yes, sir. Tuloy-tuloy na po yun.